talk about the other apps. Possibly this one is going to become a part of their daily use as well, and how they incorporate that into their business.
All right, again, Fred Krasik, and again, you know, I live in a family where, you know, I've built computers and stuff. I mean, I'm not in IT or anything like that. It's just, as an engineer, it's what I've done. But I've got the anti-technology wife, and she's proud of the fact that she made it through college without having to take one computer class at all. So sometimes it's very frustrating. She's like, you know, just fix it for me. So I have kind of an idea of, you know, what people are looking for. And again, I don't want to build it at this stage of the game. I just want it to work, and I don't want to have to work on it to fix it. So, I mean, you guys ever feel like this? I'm going to break this down into basically 3 things that I think every realtor should have in this day and age. And then I'm going to have kind of a subcategory of the 10 tech tools that I use almost every day. I think I could run my whole business on a smartphone. It was an excellent laser pointer. I wouldn't want to do it. You know, frankly, I have a laptop with Wi-Fi access. I wouldn't want to fill out a listing agreement or purchase agreement on my phone. You know, I still like the mouse, and a lot faster. You know, I took a typing class when I was in high school, and I did it to meet girls. But I got to tell you, it is the best class I ever took. So. And then I'm going to talk about Google Apps, and I have the free version. I hooked into this probably about 18 months ago, and it just made my life so much less stressful. I mean, I used to, with email, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit, I used to have email on my laptop, and then I got, you know, I had my BlackBerry, and that was great, and then I went to a smartphone, and then I had the issue of, okay, well, you know, I was using, you know, we'll call it POP3, and it would download my emails in my office, and I'd be out in the field, and I didn't have access to my emails, and my calendars weren't synced, and I'm like, it was kind of frustrating. So I said, there's got to be a better way to have everything, you know, at my disposal if I'm in the field or in the office, or if I'm out of town. They currently charge for it. It's like $5 a month, and I would pay that. I would pay $50 a month for this, frankly, just how much I like it. Top 10 tech tools. I'm going to talk about email, and I'm going to spend a little bit of time on it because for me this was one of the biggest frustrations I had. You know, when you work in corporate like I did for 20 years, they have all their systems set up, and you have access and all that. But when you're remote, you kind of have to be your own administrator to a degree. And so one of the challenges I had is when I was using what they call the old POP3 version, is an email would come in, it would download to your hard drive, and then you didn't have access to it anywhere else. So then I discovered IMAP, and basically, and I'm going to try not to go over anyone's head, I'm just going to try and explain, you know, what it is and why you should have it. IMAP basically works on the principle that there is a central server that stores all your emails, and with that, I can access that same email on my laptop, on my phone, through a computer, you know, if I'm out of state, if I'm at a friend's house or parents, whatever, I have, you know, for whatever reason, if I didn't have my cell phone, just anywhere, and it's just so much better to have all of your emails with you. I can search for sent emails, I can, you know, inbox, I can do all kinds of searches. It's so much better. I also, what I like about Google Apps is the Google servers. And I think, you know, they would market their uptime, meaning that their servers are never down. Like 99.99% of the time they're up. So I don't have any issues with not being able to get my email or stuff like that. They're also secure, and they have excellent spam filtering. One of the issues, you know, and I know a lot of the brokerages and other people have their own email system set up. The best way I can describe it is that when you have your own email servers that basically they bring in all the email and direct it to you, they get hit with spam. And spam, as I'm assuming all of you know what that is there's junk emails that clog up servers, and You have people that are marketing, buy Viagra and buy a vacuum, whatever, and they send out 100,000 emails, then it clogs them up. And so the bigger companies that have their own email servers are always fighting that, and it causes a lot of issues for us of things going to spam or emails not going through. One of the problems I had is had my email, my own personal email, fred@indiehouses.net, was going through an offsite company. I was using Bluehost, but you're probably familiar with Danica Patrick, GoDaddy, and all. I mean, these are all these different companies that can do post webs and emails. What happens is that the spam has gotten so strict now that whenever somebody spams a server, and GoDaddy might have multiple computers or servers set up, that it might hit one of those servers, and then it gets blacklisted, it shuts it down, and then you lose emails, and they don't go through, or they get bounced or whatever, and I just got so frustrated with that. So I went to the Google servers, and I have no issues now, at all, no problems. Again, sorry about that. With Google Business Apps, I can access my email on any device, and I always have access to my email. Contact management, and actually my wife, she recently, now the kids are older, she's gotten back into repping, and so she wanted to get set back up. She's got a smartphone, and she likes to play Angry Birds on it, but you can use it for more than that. And so we set her up also with Google Apps, and from contact management, you basically have access, and it's always synchronized. Whatever you do on your phone and you do on your computer, it's one and the same. It synchronizes constantly. And so you can add all your contacts, you can put in notes, you can merge your social media on a lot of the smartphones. You can put in notes and set categories and stuff, and so she uses that primarily now. I like a little bit more advanced features, so I still use Microsoft Outlook as my contact management. It's just the user interface isn't a typical web interface. It's more of it's faster, there's more flexibility, and I like having categories. I'll have active buyers and sellers, short sales, and then I'll have like my A list of people that I'm currently marketing to, and then I'll have like maybe a B list of, they're probably getting cold, maybe I have to pull them out, and so it's how I use it. It's just easy for integrating email and so forth. Unfortunately, Google and Microsoft are kind of in competition with each other. They don't really like each other, so it took me a while to figure this out, but I bought some software called Companion Link that basically allows me to sync between Google and Microsoft Outlook. And the other things I like about Outlook is you can do like Excel exports, and it's easier sorting and stuff like that.